How is everybody? I'm a little discombobulated tonight. Oh my goodness. Neela, I cannot believe you are awake. Let me just get you guys over here in case this doesn't. Hi. There we go. Ta-da. How is everyone? Who needs sleep? I have my ring on. I love it so much. Thank you, Heidi. All right, that's got to go. Today has been wonderful. Hi, Linda, and also, and Juan. Am I missing anybody? Hi, Betty. What song will she sing tonight? I feel very 80s. I have like this off the shoulder, and my hair is. I had a wonderful session that ran a little late, and if you've ever had a session with me, you know, like if I feel like we're almost right there, to find something out that's like important and you need it, and we go over. So I apologize I'm late for a really good reason. Hi, Little John. This looks like Out of the Pool Susie from 1986 with the big neon pink lips on the overshirt. Only in 1986, I needed a perm from my hair to do that. Maybe I should flip my hair on the other side so it doesn't any less look like I'm stuck in 1986. It is what it is. So we are looking at Taurus. Venus is in Taurus right now, and also Uranus is in Taurus, which I know sounds a little scary, but also it can be like unexpected love. So depending on where your Taurus placements are, you may either feel like your love life was just, rapidly moved, or somebody could have unexpectedly come into your life. Hi, Annika. I legitimately look like I just got out of the pool at my girlfriend's house in 1986 with my hair is. Okay. I love that you all love each other. I want you guys to leave comments on the Juan, this is all going through your 7th house. Hi, LaTanya. All this Taurus Venus energy is going through your partnership house. So is Uranus. We're going to look at you. We're going to look at other, and other is just whatever energy is impacting your life the most. Oh, LaTanya, are you Aries rising or very late Pisces? I'm in such a good mood. I just had such a great session. And that, that's my gasoline. That is my happy. Yeah, I know Heidi's an Aries rising. Yeah. Well, but Uranus itself is in Taurus right now. So, This is very interesting. So whatever energy is impacting you the most is your other energy. And that could be a person, your person. It could be job. It could be family. And it could be the demons that you snuggle with. If you are going through a part of your life where you're trying to shed an older, unhealed version of yourself, or a part, a facet of you that no longer serves you, that can be the most impactful energy, is like integrating those two things. And then we have a center row, and that much acts like a composite chart. It is the alchemy created by the two energies, because everything is molecular. You're made of molecules and it has energy. So before anybody's like, trying to explain to somebody else why they watch woo-woo tarot, explain to them that it's quantum physics. And just tell them that if quantum physics is too much for them to wrap their head around, that you understand, and it's okay. And one day they'll get it. Not me being a wise ass. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. We have the Three of Wands in reverse for you, for the energy you're coming out of. And this makes perfect sense, because I just said how Uranus is kind of like going through your over your placements, no matter what house those are in. But so when we have the Three of Wands in reverse, for me, it's like I made a decision. I drew my line in the sand. Hi, Susie. Oh, thank you, Ro. I'm like reading this because not everything comes up on my screen. But anyway, I'm so glad. When we have Three of Wands in reverse, it can be, I made a decision. I've decided this is what I really need. This is what feels good. And I'm ignoring those other things that I have now left behind me, and something changes. Now that could be Uranus transiting your placements. That could be, sometimes somebody hurts us or something happens and we're like, I'm done with that. And then we just have to like peek through that door one more time to check to see if that door is really closed. Because whether you're supposed to rethink this decision, and don't forget, we're in 2 retrogrades right now. We're about to be in 3 retrogrades. No matter what the reason is that you're rethinking this decision, sometimes it's not the best idea to like move forward with another person or another idea or any of that if we haven't truly closed the door on something else. Because the what if that lingers can sometimes, come back to mess things up. I had a reading last week where, when I talk about free will, it's so important, because it was somebody with Taurus on the descendant. It wasn't the person that's in the chat. It was another person. And they had both Venus and Uranus in their 7th house right now. With everyone that has Taurus on that 7th house cusp, especially if it's an earlier degree, you have both Uranus and Venus going through your 7th house right now. That can bring unexpected love, but you have to look at who, in some cases, you're going to have a relationship that maybe you settled for, or the person that you used to get over somebody else. And for some of you, that person's going to come back because Uranus is, it's unexpected. You thought that ship had sailed. And for some of you, they're going to try to come back, and it's to test to see how much you've healed. And for others of you, the relationship you're in now was a marker, like a space holder. Either way, it's okay to open the door just to make sure you want to close it. If that person's not great, because then you don't move forward with the what ifs. And sometimes when Uranus is traveling through certain houses, it's to give us the surprises to see how we'll react to them. So we can see how much we've healed. We can see how much we've grown. We can see how we've improved our sense of self-worth. I'm so sure that this is somebody coming back, because in the place of other, we have 8 of Cups in reverse. Somebody that walked away from you. You made a decision and said, I'm done with those things. They walked away, and both decisions are being returned. Now, the alchemy that's creating is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Taurus, this person may have gotten to you by like love bombing techniques. This person may have been somebody that you would have turned around and been so happy to have back. Even I think that if this person had come back 2 months ago, you would have felt that way. I don't see with this Knight of Cups in reverse. I think when this person poked their head around, I don't think you were accepting love bombing. Hi, Dylan. I feel like my hair looks like 1986. It's all kinds of, I had to let it air dry. Long story. But thank you. I feel very stuck in a time warp right now. The energy that you're going into, and I just want to say, Taurus, this back row, it kind of just looks like lessons learned. And I love that for you. This energy that you're walking into, you have the Hermit. And sometimes the Hermit is holding the Lantern, which has the Enlightenment. It's looking for enlightenment. This particular Hermit card, the Enlightenment is being found. There's a bit of peacefulness from being insular, from having this little bit of time by yourself. And Taurus, I feel like you would have had some time by yourself here. For some of you, you were by yourself in a relationship. And if that was you, you know what that means. Again, another card of wanting to no longer rest. And then we have Judgment, which is usually something coming back to re-examine it. I really feel like, Taurus, a situation, and for some of you, when this isn't a person, I'm getting very strong that this is an idea that you walked away from. It may be moving, and it may be this person, the other, it was like a mutual decision to like leave a job, or there's somebody that walked away from you, but they're not doing well without you. They're getting a little antsy. The thing is with Judgment here, I feel like your version of revisiting this situation is really looking inward and not as much action. And I feel like you would have taken that action 2 months ago or a month ago. What's coming up though, we have the World card for you, which I love, and Temperance for them. I really just want to call this reading lessons learned. We're going to clarify as always. Yeah, so I'm trying to get a camera that'll go overhead so you can see, but it's 9 cards. 3 rows, 3 rows. This side, the back row is the energy that is influencing. In other words, it could be last week, it could be a whole year, but it's whatever energy that you're kind of coming out of, or the energy that is influencing this reading. For different people, that'll be different. I don't think it changes from week to week. It can be the things that you've learned over time. It could be, I mean, we're talking about the most impactful energies. So this is you, this is other on the other side, and that can be a person, a situation, whatever. I explained that in the beginning. And then this middle row is the alchemy that it creates. The center row is what's going on now. And this last row closest to me of the 3 going across is the energy that's available to you in the near future. I mean, I see you being gentle with yourself about the things because, Taurus is stubborn. So at some point you might have went, no, I'm not messing with that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. That can kiss my ass. And you were just, there might have been a little bit of, the smoke coming out of the nostrils when you originally put your stick in the sand and said, I'm not moving it. And then there's enlightenment. The thing is when something upsets us, we have a choice to say, this person is doing this. This job is doing this. My family is doing this. But the fact that I see the Hermit here, I think in your weekly reading, it was more of Taurus. When I did the soul navigation, the energy check-ins, I think Taurus had, I don't know who it was. Was it Aries or Aquarius? I can't remember, but it was like the running in with the Knight of Swords. It was completely, it might have been Aquarius. It was just running in with like, a reaction. And this is a decision to get quiet with yourself. If you're cross watching and your person got quiet, your person is Taurus and they got quiet, it's because they were looking for answers so that they could stop repeating cycles. And I love that. Whether that's you, Taurus, or whether you're cross watching, that's great. If you are cross watching, I can see that like you're so ready for this to be out of holding. Because that 4 of Swords, is nursing the heart. But we have the World card and we have Temperance. The alchemy that's creating is the Justice card, but it came out in reverse. I gotta say, Taurus, I don't know if in this future energy, you're both shifting and balancing. I don't know if it feels like it comes together right away. Oh, y'all gonna hate me. For some of you, that this isn't your person, that they're trying to come back and you're not taking the words. There's a few of you that when this person comes back and it's not your person, you may have to, or even if it is, I'm seeing something. I'm just going to share it because I feel like I have to share it, even though it's, for some of you, you're going to watch this person get their shit together a little. You're going to watch a little shift and a little change, and then you're going to watch this person apply this better version of themselves with somebody else. I wish I saw that different. I wish I didn't see what I just saw, but I did. That doesn't mean it doesn't ever come back together. And they just show me a bike with training wheels. I don't know if this person is going to be temporary, but it's going to look permanent. I wish I could go faster. It's stuff comes in slowly. It is what it is. What other? I want those new big gorgeous cards. I think those are these. Yes. These are so Taurus to me because they're so earthy and beautiful. Hold on. We're using the Druid something. Some people think, and I know that. I mean, I would like to be quicker too. I listen to myself sped up because I can't tolerate it. How's that for irony and hypocrisy? I listen to myself sped up because I can't take how long I take. I've commented that too in some videos. Like, feel free to put it on 1.5. I don't even sound like a chipmunk. I never listen to myself at normal speed. Facts. Okay, let's get this clarified. If you've been in my readings before, you know I only use one card to clarify that back row because I'm not as interested in what's in the rear view. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And in this Seven of Swords, it's very interesting. It almost looks like he's trying to figure out his bills or something. There is, hi Moanne. This is sun, moon, or rising. Or for Taurus, if you have sun in the second house, or if you have a stellium in the second house. I feel like that Seven of Swords in reverse is like it. To me, the energy of that card is him trying to figure out his debts and does he steal to pay the debts. And I feel like everybody, I feel like your person may be trying to figure out how they make up for the deficit that they caused. Does that make sense? They don't feel like they can. I don't know what they did. You know what they did, Taurus. What's that movie where she like knocks on the guy's door and then like donkey punches him and goes, you know what you did. What movie is that? I want to know what movie that is now. Okay. That's interesting. You give the Eight of Pentacles, clarifying that Hermit card, working on it, working on yourself. It's because here's the thing. I feel like Taurus, you know what happens in Vegas. That's it. You know. I feel like you've been here before, Taurus. You've been here at the place where you know that this is a cycle. And when I said when this Hermit card feels like you really wanted to go inward to instead of looking at what somebody else did to you, and I believe something was actually done to you, but good on you if you still want to look at, if you want to take a minute and think, well, what do I do to attract that? What do I do to allow it to continue? Why do I stay? Whatever part of your free will is participating in the attraction, the allowance, whatever it is, right? You stopped and looked at it. And this Eight of Pentacles is just huge confirmation that you want tangible, different results. You're done making the same mistake wearing a different pair of pants. But that's a great, cute saying. But when we realize that we are part of that, that's when we can get real change. And when I see pentacles, I know that that is real change. This is tangible change for you about yourself. We have the Prince, the Knight of Swords in reverse on that Judgment. That is crazy because I just said, instead of having the Knight of Swords, we have the Hermit, and I really like that energy instead of the Knight of Swords. And then on top of Judgment, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Nobody's rushing in to say things just to say them to fill the space, to make things better, even though they're not really better. Taking time out to actually fix the core issues. Very interesting to me. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse on your person's side, and now the King of Swords in the upright over that Four of Swords in reverse. If this makes sense, they are still in the thoughts. You are in the doing. Like a good Taurus. You're producing tangible results. They really want to now be in their integrity, in their truth. They're at the thought process that maybe I should be just be more honest. They want to say things. I'm still not seeing actual change. I'm seeing the thought process start to evolve. Everybody's got to start someplace. If you've heard me say, change doesn't happen overnight. And I think that spirituality, journey, awakening, healing, all of that gets romanticized, and it's bad for people because you feel like you feel something needs to change, and then if you do this and manifest that way and get this crystal, then overnight, next week you'll have tangible results. And that's just not how it works. It's the feeling for a while. Your feelings kind of keep getting brought up, and that's cups. And then there's the thoughts about, putting a name on those feelings and why you're having the feelings and all the thoughts about that. And that takes a long time too. And that's the swords. And then starting to put an action to changing what's not working. Starting to put things into action, and that's wands. And it's not until human nature is going to have us go 4 steps forward and 2 steps back, or 3 steps back, or 1 step back, and then go back to the feelings. Because as you heal one thing, something else will come up. It's a while until we get the tangible results. And for anyone to sell you that it's different than that, it doesn't have to feel excruciating, but part of how you get it not to feel excruciating is not to put unrealistic expectations on yourself. I promise you, if you're healing something, if you're trying to awaken, you're probably already hard on yourself. You probably already have a million things that somebody has taught you to be shameful about. And you don't need to feel shameful or less than or disappointed in yourself because something didn't happen overnight or in a week. You are actually doing the work here. They are in the swords part, which still means that there's movement. You're so sweet, Annika. Do you know what house you have? I'm trying to remember. Are you Sag rising? Hi, Mystic Harmony. Capricorns after Virgo. I'm probably running way behind. I should change the timing on the other two. The strength card. Yeah. So we start to see the actions. You know, Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. You're Sag rising. You know, we have wands. We have fire energy in this last row for this other energy. Sorry, I'm hearing something. They feel crossed which way to go. And I want to say this to you, Taurus. This is work done. This is good on you. There's strength. There's strength and understanding that like this may not turn out like this justice in reverse. You may take the time away. You may do the work and you will have a shift. And that doesn't mean that it gets you justice with this person. That in itself is a huge leveling up. That letting go of the expectation. And there's so much strength in that. Because Taurus is, I licked it, it's mine. It's a little harder for you to let go. Just like some of the water signs, it's a little harder for you to let go of expectation. There's a Page of Pentacles in reverse. And I didn't understand it as it was flying out. And now it makes perfect sense. Let all of this work that you just did integrate. Don't try to kick it right into a whole new start with somebody else or a whole new start with them. Because if you do that, you're ready. And I know that you feel ready. So you feel like if I'm ready, then that brings everything else in at the time of ready. But you don't have control over somebody else's free will or their speed of healing. Even if you can offer them the experience of how successful this way worked for you, they're going to have to take their own way. Let's see what's coming in love next, whether it's with this person or another person. So I'm trying to think. See are you then yeah. Yeah, because the thing that can mess you up is to do all this work, feel your own shift, watch everything else change, and then I think that automatically begets you your happy ending, your justice with this person. And it's funny because before I could see that, okay, they're still in thoughts and wands while you're over here in pentacles. I said that you may watch this person try out the new, better version of themselves on someone else, and that might be painful. And I also saw training wheels. Until they also do the sustainable, tangible work, this wouldn't have worked out. And that other thing may not work out for them and the other person. Even if it's going for a couple more months and they're posting pictures and everything else, and it may kill you. But if somebody isn't ready, they're not ready. And for some reason, I feel like they know and they're not willing to. They might see your progress and they actually don't want to mess you up either. But as long as you don't worry about whether it gets you justice or not with this person, then not only are you leveling up based on just all this work that you're doing, but you're triple leveling up if you can let go of expectation. It's one of the most helpful, healthy things we can do. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings you happiness to those around you. Don't hold off. Taurus is so good at loving other people. I always say give your Tauruses a hug and a cupcake because they're watching to figure out what they can do to make your bad day better. They're affectionate. They'll cook for you. They'll do 9.5 weeks with the refrigerator in the kitchen at 2:00 in the morning. They're so great. And so when they're without somebody, sometimes they can get a little sad. Like, I have nobody to give that to. You do. In other ways, I mean, don't invite your neighbor over at 3:00 in the morning to play out the 9.5 weeks refrigerator scene, Taurus. But there are other ways that you can be Taurus and express that part of you. New love. I said, let's see. New love and embrace an opportunity in your work prospects for spiritual growth. This is, I love a good oracle card. And the other thing that popped out is romance. Lavish people with affection and attention. What did I just say? I would love to give Taurus a reading that says, oh my God, this person's coming in and they're coming in like with the ring and the this and the that. But this is kind of better. Because after this, you're going to attract in the person that will give you back that kind of Taurus love that you give so amazingly. I had one Taurus partner. It was the timing thing. Still on great terms. Spoiled me. Was just wonderful. I have Taurus kids. My dad was like, and it's the little things. It was the bringing home the carnations off the truck on the side of the highway when I was sick, when I was little. It wasn't a big thing. It wasn't ponies and parties. Taurus is wonderful like that. So you guys deserve all of that. But that growth is going to procure the kind of love that you deserve. And I'm so proud of you. I'm in awe, and I'm excited for you for what comes next. All right, Taurus. Please give this a like and share. But I love you. Know you love you. I'm going to go to Virgo.